Say rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
So then welcome back with another video. I'm Strange Blank, he is Nate. Today we are copping, dropping, reviewing Steelbooks. Today's Steelbook is Beetlejuice. Take a old look ski. So all we got to look at is the front and the inside. To start off with the front, you got the little land that Alec Baldwin built. You got Beetlejuice, he's gonna turn into an amusement park ride. He's got stuff flying off his head. You kind of got this weird Tim Burton-esque.
Yeah.
When I saw it, it reminded me of Hitchcock's Vertigo
with the background. Yeah, definitely.
But it's that like style that Burton goes back to from the 30s.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And then you got the Beetlejuice in purple, which pops really nice. Michael Keaton that's in green, so you can barely see it. It blends in too much for me. I think that's so you can't even see it. You're like,
well, I was trying to look at the shadows actually.
oh well. Can you see it? Or am I wrong?
Can I see what? I'm sorry.
Michael Keaton is.
Yeah, that's what it says.
All right. Well, I'm just making.
Yeah.
It blends in too much. I think that's an error. You should have just made that purple, or not even put it on the front. Everyone knows Michael Keaton's and is Beetlejuice, but I like it. I'm not in love with it.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. It's definitely more of like a cartoony style thing. And I can't really tell if these shadows are just incidental, because it makes me think of, at least that one shadow makes me think of like the way that the dude stretches his face out in that one scene. So, but I don't think that that's supposed to be them necessarily. Maybe it is, but it's an okay cover. I like the coloring. I definitely like the throwback to Vertigo, because I think that's almost 100% what that is. And I do like the purple as well.
No, it's a German expression. Just for this one. I took a film class.
In
college.
The wavelengths in the background?
Yeah. Like a lot of this, like, you know, when they go in the dead zone and like everything's crooked, that's German expressionists.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there you go.
I believe that's what it's called. I could be wrong, and some assholes probably like, you dipshit. It's called French New Wave, but I'm pretty positive it's because like Dr. Van Gogh's or something's house of it's something. I can't remember. That was a long time ago. Spine is purple with a different tone of purple. Not a fan. Make it green. That green's gonna pop. Green's look beautiful. That purple's really dark and it's called blending with the black ones.
Yeah.
And the Beetlejuice is just, you could have made it green and still kept Beetlejuice purple.
Sure. I do like that it's not straight up black.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so like the darker purple is definitely better than it just being black, because then it's definitely going to blend in with every other Steelbook I have. Yeah. So I like that it's different. I do agree with you. The green definitely would have been like, boom.
Because it catches your eye. Even Beetlejuice is like purple.
But even
dark purple,
but even the
pops.
Light purple coloring on the font or on the text will pop, and I like that.
No back, so we're going straight to the inside. You got the wedding scene at the Beetlejuice's Gonzo, and I like it a lot. You get the German expression, Hitchcock Vertigo-esque wavelengths around it still, and it has that like different tones of purple, kind of like a 3D effect almost. Yeah. So I like that a lot. The red really pops and stands out on her dress, and the white on Homegirl's wedding dress as well. It pops. But it's just like, that's such an odd photo, you know. I feel like it's a very odd photo. So I'm half and half on it.
Really? Yeah. I love it.
It's great. Like, they took a mediocre photo and did the best they could with it. Yeah. And that's great. But what if you had a better photo? Like, to me, because I'm kind of a scumbag, so that's probably why.
That's true. You are a scumbag.
If you had Beetlejuice skipping into the whorehouse with this effect on it,
well, that would have been funny.
That would have been great. Yeah. But I guess he's on the front, so you're making love for the rest of the characters.
I just love how creepy like that shot is.
Especially because the little priest.
Yeah.
Wedding aficionado, whatever it's called.
Yeah. I love the creepiness of it. And there is so much contrast going on between like the wedding dress and the red dress and like, you know, like whatever smeared all over the wall, which, you know, whoops. Yeah.
And then, oddly enough, you have a dark green disc, which doesn't go with any other colors on the. It doesn't match.
Literally,
perfectly.
If it matches anything, it's like the middle rings.
Yeah,
but that's it.
It's not even that. Yeah. And then you got a black one. They do have something on it. It's got the worm, the same worm. So that's a nice touch. So I'll go to you first on this one. You copping or dropping?
I am dropping. and it's not because I do really like the Steelbook, but I own Beetlejuice on Steelbook already. And the one I have, I can't remember what the series was, but it's very like pop art-esque.
It's pop art.
Is it pop art? Yeah. So I have the pop art one, and I love that one as well. And I just don't need to own it twice on Steelbook. So.
Yeah, that's for sure. I do own this film twice on Steelbook because I bought it in the horror collection that came out one Halloween, and it's very pixelated. Very cheaply done. It was only like $7, so you can't beat a $7 Steelbook. But I saw yours, the pop art, and I was like, that's one of the most beautiful Steelbooks I've ever seen in my life.
It's a great
Steelbook. I believe it's black, but you keep the green and purple tones from this one and put it on that one, and it's just like, that's magnificent. It's one of the best Steelbooks I've ever seen, so I had to buy it. I'm not going to buy this one because I also own Beetlejuice on Amaray. It came with the...
You have 3 copies of Beetlejuice.
Yeah. So I bought it originally for Beetlejuice, but it came with a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory remake and the Corpse Bride.
So it had a whole bunch of Tim Burton stuff. Yeah.
And then the Steelbook came out, and I was like, well, fuck it. I love Beetlejuice. He's one of my favorite film characters of all time. I'll cop it for that.
If you're going to put 3 Tim Burton films together, that's a weird trio.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
But I guess they got one for each decade, I guess.
Yeah.
But tell us what you think about this down in the comment section below. You copping, you dropping. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and make my millennium and subscribe.